Chelsea expected to hold conversations with Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva is coming to the end of his Chelsea contract, and considering the age of the Brazilian, the end of his football career as a whole, a big decision will be needed as to whether he wants to carry on. It is not something Chelsea are expected to push onto Thiago Silva, but the expectation is that they would like to get at least one more year out of the Brazilian. Silva himself will have to decide whether his body is ready for one more year. Fabrizio Romano has stated that he expects Chelsea to have conversations with Thiago Silva in the coming weeks regarding his future. The club are likely to want him to extend. Thiago Silva is 39 in September, and the toll of 20 years of football is likely to be starting to mount on his body. The player must decide if he feels ready for another year at the elite level. From the outside looking in, he looks no older than 20 years old. He still has all the attributes of a top defender, but it's about what way the body feels on the inside to make it look easy for him on the outside that we may miss. Ultimately, Chelsea will not push the player, and talks are expected to be had to come to an agreement on what happens next. Whatever does happen, Thiago Silva has been a fantastic servant for Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea looking to hijack Arsenal's move for Mykhailo Mudryk. Todd Boehly and Chelsea seem to be involved in nearly every major transfer saga that happens in the world of football, and they may be trying to hijack Arsenal's chances of signing Mykhailo Mudryk. Modric has been hailed as a superstar, and at the moment Arsenal are heavy favourites to secure a move for the Ukrainian in January. Chelsea are hoping to move in on the player, and convince him to sign for them. Shakhtar have already turned down a low bid from Arsenal. According to Fabrizio Romano and Ed Aarons, Chelsea are looking to hijack Arsenal's move for Mykhailo Mudryk. The belief the whole way through has been that Arsenal would eventually get their hands on Mudryk. The player posted the Arsenal match against West Ham to his Instagram, which added further fire to the rumours. Chelsea have more money than they know what to do under Boehly, and Mudryk is a player that has caught their sights. A pursuit for Mudryk may mean that Rafael Leao is no longer available. Leao was Chelsea's #1 target for the wing, and the chances of signing both Mudryk and Leao are very unlikely. Chelsea are yet to make a proper move, but Arsenal will really need to keep an eye on the situation considering how swiftly Chelsea seem to be doing business on the market at the minute. Andrey Santos will fly into London today for Chelsea medical. Chelsea can't stop signing players at the moment, and Andrey Santos is expected to be the next player the club are able to announce. The Brazilian midfielder is flying into London today to complete his medical. Santos will sign for Chelsea from Brazilian club Vasco da Gama, and is seen a massive player for the future. He was highly rated in Brazil. The deal will likely be announced after the medical is done. According to Fabrizio Romano, Andrey Santos is set to fly into London today to undergo his medical for Chelsea. The deal is now very close to completion, with personal terms agreed and an agreement between both clubs already in place. Chelsea will pay a guaranteed €12.5 million to Vasco da Gama, but the overall fee will not rise above the original reported €20 million. Santos is one of the players Chelsea wanted to sign as part of their Vision 2030 plan, which features a whole host of young talented players from around Europe and South America. Chelsea are at the moment not expected to allow Santos to leave the club on loan in January. Santos will be allowed train with the team and will be assessed by Graham Potter and the staff before making a decision. Another signing incoming for Chelsea and Todd Boehly, and it is expected to be made official after a successful medical. Chelsea considering a move for Atletico Madrid's Nihil Molina. Chelsea are looking to sign a right-back in the January transfer window, and have turned their attention to one of the starts of the World Cup in Argentina's Nihil Molina. Molina scored that infamous goal against the Netherlands as he tucked home Lionel Messi's mesmerizing pass, and had a brilliant tournament overall to put his name firmly on the map. There is interest from Chelsea in the Argentine fullback. According to Tike Sports in Argentina, Chelsea are considering a move for Atletico Madrid fullback Nihil Molina. The injury to Reece James against Bournemouth means Chelsea have to sign a right-back in the January transfer window, and the club have begun to identify ideal replacements. Molina was of interest before Reece James' injury, but he only under consideration as things stand. Chelsea are yet to make a final decision on the player they want. The Atletico Madrid defender only joined the club in June, so any potential fee would likely be a big one. Molina has made 11 appearances in the league and played in all 6 Champions League games. Chelsea have many other players on the list including Malo Gusto and Pedro Porro, and it will be up to the club to deliberate and come to a conclusion on which player they feel helps the squad. Reece James will miss up to 4 weeks, so the choice will need to be made quite soon by the team from Stamford Bridge.